To get a little something to eat and to drink. And any of our folks still in the lobby, if you could go ahead and join us. Wow, it's got quiet. Jeez, okay. Give a second more for everybody to get in. Just a very, very quick welcome and introductions. I'm Chip Boyles with the George Washington Regional Commission. Thank you all for taking the time to be here. As you'll hear very, very shortly, some folks are taking time away from very, very busy schedules today from our city leaders, our county supervisors, and especially our national leaders. So thank you once again for all of that. Just welcome to everyone to our first regional discussion on housing attainability for all of Planning District 16. I know you all are aware, but Planning District 16, which the GWRC represents all of the local governments in, includes the city of Fredericksburg and counties of Caroline, Spotsylvania, King George, and Stafford. This discussion would not be possible at all without our sponsors for this event. And if you all would join me at the end in saying thank you to a very important list of sponsors for us, Virginia Housing, the Mary Washington Health Center and Foundation, United Way, Fredericksburg Area Builders Association, Fredericksburg Habitat for Humanity, Caroline County Habitat for Humanity, Fredericksburg Area Association of Realtors, Carter Bank and Trust, the Fredericksburg Community Foundation, and last but not least, Fredericksburg Downtown. If you all would just join me in saying thank you all for your help with this. It's my great pleasure to introduce our Congresswoman, Abigail Spanberger. Congresswoman Spanberger has been an ardent supporter of all of our regional issues in Planning District 16, and especially our current housing efforts. In her support of our national interests, she has to leave us very quickly after saying hello. She's already mentioned to me, not because she wants to, but it is a very, very important vote coming up in the House that she has to get back to DC for. So, without any further waiting, Congresswoman Spanberger, thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the kind introduction. And yes, I would love to spend all day with you all talking about policy, talking about the regional issues that are so extraordinarily important to the communities that I'm proud to represent, but I will have to excuse myself. While you all are talking about housing, I will be at the House dealing with some of the challenges that we're facing. But I am so excited to be here with you all today, and I'm really excited about this event that is going to be so meaningful and so powerful on so many levels. I also am very impressed. I think this is the first time I've seen an event brochure that has a page of acronyms. And I just want to say thank you for that. It's an important opportunity for us to unite leaders in a discussion about the unique challenges that are facing the communities across the planning district and commit to identifying real regional solutions. These are conversations that are important to have for the economic value and for the purpose of uplifting and providing opportunity to so many of our neighbors. Virginia is home to tremendous community organizations, dedicated local leaders, and neighbors who do look out for vulnerable community members. And absolutely, the George Washington Regional Commission is no exception. The vital resources provided for Virginians across Fredericksburg, Caroline, King George, Spotsylvania, and Stafford, all of which I represent in Congress, are extraordinary. And I am so grateful for the work that you all continue to do. To support neighbors who may be experiencing homelessness or who might be at risk of housing instability. And certainly over the past few years, we have had upheavals and challenges that have made things harder for so many of our neighbors. I was proud to vote to deliver relief to American homeowners and renters in the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic through the Bipartisan CARES Act and the American Rescue Plan, but we need long-term solutions to some of the root causes of this challenge. And that's why I'm grateful to GWRC for your leadership in promoting regional solutions to housing issues across the Commonwealth. The organization understands that impactful change comes from all levels of government, and the focus on regional approaches to housing solutions has instituted timely programs and initiatives that continue to reach those across the Commonwealth. I am really excited by the efforts of the Fredericksburg Regional Continuum of Care, which is working to prevent and end homelessness within Planning District 16, including for victims of domestic violence. And this is an example of yet more work that's led by community organizations who understand the risks and the challenges facing community members. I also want to express appreciation for the work that GWRC has continued to do with the Rappahannock Area Health District and Mary Washington Healthcare. Through this work, Virginians look beyond just a traditional definition of what health care is, but they look towards social, economic, and environmental factors and how those play into health outcomes. And really understanding and looking at analyzing social determinants of health helps us understand the state of health and health care in Virginia. And just as your 2022 Community Health Improvement Plan identified, we know that affordable housing remains a top factor contributing to one's overall health. That impacts the larger economy, that impacts healthcare costs, that impacts all of us, as you all well know. And so looking at the challenge of the availability of affordable housing from all angles is something that's extraordinarily important. And I remain committed to supporting Virginia's community health centers, rural clinics, community-based providers that do provide vital care for so many families, regardless of their ability to pay, because it is part of that larger discussion. I'm committed to supporting bipartisan legislation and federal programs that increase housing supply while avoiding resident displacement, programs that increase housing affordability, and really help our communities overall. I recognize that housing instability and homelessness also impact those who might be struggling with substance use disorder. And last year, I was proud that my bipartisan bill, the Summer Barrow Prevention, Treatment, and Recovery Act, was signed into law. The bill was named in honor of one of far too many constituents who died due to a fentanyl overdose. But that legislation includes federal grant dollars to help community organizations provide mental health and substance use disorder services to individuals who may be experiencing homelessness. I am proud to support legislation across the board that works to expand affordable housing to our nation's veterans, particularly in high-cost areas, and allow the VA to sell or lease homes that have been acquired through foreclosure and ensure that that supply can go to veterans. Consistently, as everyone knows here today, we cannot ignore the housing challenges that we face in the Commonwealth. And so I thank you all for the work that you all are doing, the ideas you're bringing together, the missions that you are supporting. But most importantly, I thank you for your commitment to the larger community, to your desire to really continue to make change and progress on behalf of so many of our neighbors. So thank you for all that you all are doing. I'm deeply grateful for your work. I look forward to being a partner and a supporter of it. And with that, I wish you all a wonderful day. And thank you for what you're doing.